What is the American dream? What does it look like? It's the stuff that movies are made of and books are written about. Well, who really has access to that? For who is that dream really possible?
I live on the northern side of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
In Bayview.
8th Street.
It's not very safe.
If I could change it a bit, no drugs or violence or anything.
It started with a pretty broad kind of question. The question was kind of, can you do something about the American dream, but really kind of talking about the history of Milwaukee and work with the community around the campus. And I went to the curator and I said, I think I want to do a summer camp. Like I'm going to reach out to 2 of the schools in the neighborhood and then have like 3 weeks where we really intensely work together to think about what is the American dream, what does it look like, and reimagine it. Again, they were amazing to giving me that kind of faith because it was still pretty broad. It's like I'm doing this video project for the museum. All I know is that there's going to be an exhibition at the museum, and they both were like, "Oh, we love this idea. Come work with our kids." And I thought it would be so amazing if the kids would listen to each other's stories and learn from that.
So my parents are usually from Burma. They left Burma just to get freedom and education for us. They sacrificed themselves
Doesn't mean I should be
just
judged.
for us. But it's not that easy to enter this country.
I was really struck by how excited they were to kind of talk about these things, but also how politically aware they were about what was going on. And that was also really important for me, that it wasn't about what I politically, for them to voice their concerns. I asked them to think if they, what it would look like if they would rewrite the Constitution or rewrite the Bill of Rights. So that text base is what they came up with. And then they suggested that they wanted to put those hashtags on protest signs. They really wanted to do a protest in the neighborhood. And people in the neighborhood were kind of cheering them on. And it was really sweet because it was really kind of like a public performance. I asked the kids to describe their own face from memory as a way of thinking about portraiture, but also as a way of kind of like, okay, who are these kids that you're looking at and what's the story behind their face? Being projected this scale, their faces are so expressive. I like that they're kind of moving in and out of the frame.
I look like my dad and my brother.
I have braces.
I think what is great working with this age group, they're sort of 14, 15 is now the average age, is that they both can really talk about freedom on a big conceptual level, but also it still comes down to having the freedom to have sleepovers whenever they want or not do your homework. The 3-channel work kind of talks about all these big and small ideas in a more poetic and performative way. This is really my dream space. If one thing that I've learned the past 3 years working with this age group is really not to underestimate the power of youth or what their visions are, their thoughts are, and I think they do know what's going on and they have opinions about it.
We are the
People!
people.